Eddie Howe is determined to defy expectations and prove the critics wrong, as Newcastle United gears up to fight for a coveted Champions League spot. Since taking charge of the Magpies, Howe has demonstrated himself to be a skilled strategist, capable of bringing out the best in a squad that, in previous seasons, seemed far from reaching the top of the Premier League. Last season was an emotional roller coaster for Newcastle, who, after a promising start and a string of important victories, saw their ambitions threatened by a series of injuries, destabilized the team at crucial moments. If you love the Magpies and want to stay up to date with everything happening with your favorite team, subscribe to the channel now. Despite the pessimistic predictions of renowned experts like Jamie Carragher and Tim Sherwood, who don't believe the Magpies will even improve on last season's 7th-place finish, Howe remains focused on surprising everyone. Carragher, for instance, argues that competition in the Premier League is tougher than ever, with teams like Manchester City, Arsenal, and Liverpool heavily investing to strengthen their squads. Tim Sherwood, on the other hand, points to Newcastle's lack of depth on the bench as a potential weakness that could be costly over a long and grueling season. Other analysts, including Chris Sutton, Danny Murphy, Micah Richards, and Joe Hart, have also expressed skepticism about Newcastle's chances of finishing in the top 4, especially after a season marked by injuries that affected the team's performance, even after a promising start, fresh off Champions League qualification, and with a strengthened squad. Sutton highlighted in a recent analysis that Newcastle still lacks the consistency needed to compete with the league's giants in a schedule that involves both domestic matches and European commitment. Danny Murphy adds that the pressure on Howe will be immense, especially if the team fails to maintain the pace in the early rounds. Micah Richards, who has played in the Premier League and understands the demands of the competition, mentioned that the true test for Newcastle will be their ability to handle adversity throughout the season, especially during periods of fixture congestion. Joe Hart, former England national team goalkeeper, reinforced the idea that Newcastle's success will depend not only on the team's technical quality, but also on the winning mentality that Eddie Howe is trying to instill in his players. With the new season about to begin and expectations divided, the question remains: can Newcastle United defy the odds and return to the pinnacle of European football, overcoming the challenges and proving that Eddie Howe's work can lead the team back to the elite of world football? Share your opinion in the comments. See you soon, fans.